Homeownership in 2025 isn't just about location. It's also about insurance. And for millions of Americans, that one word is now the deal breaker. Across the country, insurance premiums are skyrocketing. Coastal storms, wildfires, and rising flood zones are turning dream homes into financial nightmares. But what if I told you there are still places in the US where you can insure a home for less than $1,000 a year? In this video, we're counting down the top 10 states with the most affordable homeowners insurance in 2025. And trust me, these aren't just cheap, they're smart. You'll discover states with low disaster risk, strong regulatory protections, and stable housing markets that insurers love. Whether you're planning to relocate, invest, or buy your first home, these states offer peace of mind at a price you didn't think was possible anymore. So, if you're tired of watching premiums go up and options go down, stay tuned, because what you're about to learn could save you thousands. Hit that like button, subscribe to the Globe Realty, and let's count them down. Number 10. Wisconsin. At number 10 on our countdown is Wisconsin, a state known for its scenic lakes, rich dairy heritage, and surprisingly, affordable homeowners insurance. In 2025, the average annual premium for a standard $300,000 dwelling sits at just $1,219. That's a fraction of what homeowners are paying in high-risk states like Florida or California. So, what makes Wisconsin such an insurance-friendly state? For starters, Wisconsin isn't plagued by the same level of natural disasters that drive up premiums elsewhere. It doesn't suffer from hurricanes, devastating wildfires, or frequent tornado outbreaks. While it does get its fair share of snow, insurers consider that risk far more manageable compared to flooding or coastal storms. But that's not all. Wisconsin also benefits from a strong regulatory environment that protects homeowners from unjustified premium hikes. Insurance companies must justify rate increases with the state's Office of the Commissioner of Insurance, meaning fewer surprises for residents. And here's something to think about. If you're looking for a state where your investment is protected, not just by bricks and mortar, but by policy and pricing stability, is Wisconsin already ahead of the curve? Would you choose a place where affordability isn't a short-term perk, but a long-term promise? As the rest of the country grapples with soaring premiums, Wisconsin quietly remains a haven of stability, safety, and savings. Let's keep the countdown going. Coming up next, number 9 might surprise you. Number 9. Ohio. At number 9, we spotlight Ohio, where homeowners are enjoying some of the nation's most affordable insurance premiums. In 2025, the average annual premium for a standard $300,000 dwelling is approximately $1,303, significantly below the national average of $2,258. But what factors contribute to Ohio's favorable insurance rates? Firstly, Ohio's geographical location shields it from many of the natural disasters that plague other states. It experiences fewer hurricanes, wildfires, and earthquakes, reducing the risk for insurers and consequently the premiums for homeowners. Secondly, Ohio boasts a competitive insurance market. With numerous providers vying for customers, homeowners benefit from competitive pricing and a variety of coverage options. Moreover, Ohio's state regulations promote transparency and fairness in the insurance industry, ensuring that rate increases are justified and reasonable. Consider this. In a time when many states are grappling with escalating insurance costs due to climate change and increased natural disasters, Ohio stands out as a beacon of stability and affordability. So if you're contemplating a move or investment in real estate, ask yourself, wouldn't it be wise to consider a state where your investment is not only protected, but also doesn't come with exorbitant insurance costs? Stay tuned as we continue our countdown, revealing more states where homeowners are reaping the benefits of affordable insurance in 2025. Number 8. Idaho. Let's talk about Idaho. Yeah, Idaho. The state most people associate with potatoes is quietly becoming a homeowners insurance sanctuary. In 2025, the average annual premium here is around $1,293. That's way below what folks are shelling out in places like California, Louisiana, or Florida. And the reason? Idaho doesn't play host to Mother Nature's drama. You won't find hurricane headlines here. Wildfires? Not on the same scale as the West Coast. Flood zones? Not a big issue. Idaho's location and climate work in your favor, and insurers know it. But here's where it gets even better. The state has a healthy dose of competition in its insurance market. That means companies actually have to work for your business. The result? Lower premiums, more flexibility, and less red tape. If you're tired of insurers holding your investment hostage with surprise rate hikes, Idaho might just be your escape plan. It's not just about savings, it's about predictability. So here's a question for you. In a world where everything feels uncertain, wouldn't you want your home to be one less thing to worry about? Idaho isn't flashy, but for smart investors and stress-free homeowners, it's a solid win. Let's move on. Number 7 is a state that might just be your perfect blend of natural beauty and insurance bliss. Number 7, Utah. Number 7 on our list takes us to the rugged beauty of the Beehive State, Utah. Known for its red rock landscapes, ski towns, and growing cities like Salt Lake and Provo, Utah also happens to be a sweet spot for homeowners insurance in 2025. The average annual premium here? Just about $1,262. That's a deal when you consider the soaring rates in other parts of the country. So what's Utah doing right? We'll start with the weather. Utah's arid climate means there's far less risk of flooding, hurricanes, or severe storms. Insurance companies love predictability, and Utah's weather gives them exactly that. Add to that a solid regulatory environment and a highly competitive insurance market, and you've got a recipe for affordability. It's a place where policyholders aren't blindsided by rate spikes and where insurers still want your business. But here's the kicker. Utah is growing fast. With new developments sprouting up and a booming tech scene, the window of affordability might not last forever. So if you're the kind of buyer who likes to get in before the wave hits, this might be your cue. Because in Utah, the cost of peace of mind is still a bargain. But for how long? Let's head to number 6, where the charm of the Northeast meets insurance stability you didn't see coming. Number 6, Maine. Number 6 on our list brings us to Maine, a place where time seems to slow down, and so does the pace of premium hikes. In 2025, Maine offers homeowners a refreshing break from the financial strain gripping much of the country, with average annual premiums around $1,043 for a standard $300,000 home. But the real story behind Maine's affordability goes deeper than just numbers. This is a state built on resilience. Battered by Atlantic winds but rarely by full-blown hurricanes, Maine's coastal towns are fortified by strict building codes and a deeply ingrained culture of preparation. Insurers recognize that. They reward it. And while the winters can be tough, Maine is spared from the kinds of unpredictable disasters, wildfires, earthquakes, extreme flooding that are wreaking havoc elsewhere. What makes this even more appealing is how predictable the risk profile is. In a world full of climate chaos and volatile premiums, predictability is a powerful asset. Maine doesn't lure you with flashy headlines or booming skylines. It offers something more lasting: consistency, calm, and cost control. So if you're dreaming of a home where the view is serene and your insurance policy doesn't come with sleepless nights, Maine might just be calling your name. Now, let's move on to number 5, where high peaks and low premiums meet in a place you probably didn't expect. Quick pause before we dive into the top 5. If you're finding this breakdown helpful, go ahead and hit that like button. It lets us know you want more data-driven real estate insights like this. And if you're serious about making smart moves in 2025, subscribe to the Globe Realty right now. We drop new videos every week to keep you ahead of the market. All right, back to the countdown. The next state might just surprise you. Number 5, Oregon. Coming in at number 5 is Oregon, a state that somehow manages to marry natural wonder with insurance wisdom. In 2025, the average annual premium for homeowners here is just $1,011, one of the lowest in the country. But don't let the price tag fool you. Oregon isn't just affordable, it's actively building smarter, safer communities. Yes, the state has its challenges. Wildfires in certain regions have made national headlines. But here's the difference. Oregon is doing something about it. Stricter fire codes, mandatory defensible space zones, and fire-resistant building requirements are raising the bar for safety, earning trust from insurers and discounts for homeowners. Beyond fire zones, most of the state enjoys a relatively stable climate. Earthquakes are rare, hurricanes are non-existent, and major floods are largely localized. That means lower risk and, most importantly, lower premiums. And let's not ignore the culture. Oregon has long embraced sustainability and responsible planning. From Portland to Bend, you'll find communities designed to last, and that matters in a changing insurance landscape. So if you're looking for a place where environmental awareness isn't just a buzzword, and where homeownership doesn't come with a sky-high insurance bill, Oregon checks every box. But hold tight. Number 4 on our list takes us to a place you probably never thought would be this affordable. Number 4, Delaware. They call it the first state, but in 2025, Delaware is also making headlines for being one of the most affordable places in America to insure your home. With an average annual premium of just $964 for a standard $300,000 home, Delaware quietly undercuts the national average by a wide margin. It's not loud about it. It's not flashy. But if you're looking for value wrapped in reliability, Delaware delivers. So, what's the secret? First off, Delaware doesn't deal with the natural disaster drama seen in other coastal states. Hurricanes? Rare. Wildfires? Practically unheard of. Even tornadoes tend to steer clear. And with fewer disasters comes fewer claims, something insurance companies are more than happy to reward. Then there's the compact size of the state. Delaware is small, efficient, and easier to manage when it comes to disaster response. That sense of structure and planning bleeds into how insurers assess risk here. But before you get too comfortable, here's the one caveat. Flooding. With its proximity to the coast and low-lying areas, flood insurance is a must. Standard policies don't cover it, so homeowners need to be proactive about getting that extra layer of protection. Still, if you're seeking a balance of calm living, stable markets, and budget-friendly premiums, Delaware might just be your coastal sanctuary, without the coastal price tag. Let's move into our top 3. Number 3 will take you to a place you'd least expect to find insurance, affordability, and scenic tranquility all in one. Number 3. West Virginia. Nestled in the heart of Appalachia, West Virginia climbs into our top 3, and not just for its mountain views. In 2025, this state boasts one of the lowest average homeowners insurance premiums in the country, coming in at just $1,009 annually for a $300,000 home. But West Virginia's value isn't just in the numbers, it's in the consistency. Unlike many southern or coastal states, West Virginia faces relatively few major natural disasters. No hurricanes, no wildfires on a California scale, and rare severe flooding. This geographic blessing translates directly into lower risk for insurers and big savings for homeowners. But there's more. West Virginia has one of the highest homeownership rates in the U.S., which fosters a strong sense of community pride. People take care of their properties. Local governments prioritize infrastructure, and insurance providers reward that environment. Plus, property values remain modest, making it one of the few states where first-time buyers can still find room to grow without breaking the bank on premiums. So ask yourself, would you rather pay a premium for a zip code or invest in a place where your money and your peace of mind goes further? Stick around, because number 2 on this list is a cold giant with surprisingly warm numbers. Number 2, Alaska. You probably didn't expect to see Alaska sitting this high on a list about affordable homeowners insurance, but here it is, proudly taking the number 2 spot in 2025. Despite its rugged terrain and sub-zero winters, Alaska's average annual premium for a $300,000 home is just $933. That's one of the lowest in the entire country. So what's the catch? There isn't one. In fact, Alaska's secret is its isolation from high-risk disasters that drive up insurance rates in the lower 48. No hurricanes, few wildfires, tornadoes, not here. And while snow and ice are common, the infrastructure is built to handle it, so claims stay low and rates stay predictable. Another bonus, Alaska has one of the lowest population densities in the U.S. That means fewer homes packed together and less widespread damage in extreme events. Insurers love that. But here's what makes it even more interesting. Alaska's housing market is relatively stable, and the cost of living, though high in some ways, isn't reflected in insurance. If you're investing in property here, your coverage won't break the bank. Sure, it's not the place for everyone, But if you value wide-open spaces, low premiums, and a unique lifestyle away from the chaos of rising insurance and high-risk zones, Alaska offers a surprising deal wrapped in frost. And now, we've reached the summit. Coming up next is the one state in America where homeowners pay the least, and it's not just about the savings. It's a case study in how simplicity, safety, and structure make all the difference. Number 1. Vermont. If there's one state that proves you don't need to sacrifice quality of life for low insurance costs, it's Vermont. In 2025, the average annual homeowners insurance premium here is a jaw-dropping $830, the lowest in the entire United States for a standard $300,000 dwelling. In a year when many Americans are struggling with rising costs, Vermont is standing firm. So, how does a small state in the Northeast pull this off? First, it's all about risk, or the lack of it. Vermont is blessed with a low natural disaster profile. Hurricanes rarely make it this far north. Wildfires are minimal. Earthquakes are virtually non-existent. Even its snowy winters are predictable and well-managed. But there's more to the story. Vermont's housing stock is built with durability in mind. Local building codes are strong, infrastructure is reliable, and the insurance market is both competitive and tightly regulated, which means companies can't hike your premiums without a good reason. It's also a state where people take pride in where they live. Homes are well maintained, neighborhoods are tight-knit, and crime rates are low, all factors that insurers consider when setting rates. So here's the bottom line. If you're looking for a place where peace of mind comes standard, Vermont should be at the top of your list, not just for its charm, but for its unbeatable blend of safety, stability, and savings. And that's what makes Vermont the #1 most affordable state for homeowners insurance in 2025. And there you have it, the top 10 states with the most affordable homeowners insurance in 2025. In a year where skyrocketing premiums are pricing people out of their homes, these states are quietly offering something rare: stability. From the rolling hills of West Virginia to the frosty calm of Alaska, and finally, the unbeatable value of Vermont. It's clear. Smart homeowners are looking beyond just curb appeal. Because owning a home isn't just about what you buy, it's about what you can sustain. And these 10 states are proving that affordable insurance can still exist, even in a market filled with uncertainty. Now over to you. Would you consider moving to one of these states for cheaper insurance? Are you already living in one of them? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your story. And if you found value in this video, go ahead and like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you never miss another real estate insight from the Globe Realty. Until next time, keep investing wisely and living smarter.